Welcome to Broadview Stadium in Buffalo. It's the Delaware Blue Hens and the Buffalo Bulls. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Well, guys, the Bulls head coach told me before the game, one thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Bulls ready to kick it away first. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and... Glad to have you with us from Delaware Stadium. It's the Buffalo Bulls and the Delaware Blue Hens. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, it is a wild scene here down on the field. The home coach has told me pregame he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
All right, Holly. The Bulls headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Motion from the wide receiver. Running inside. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, that's kind of a kick to the gut because you think, oh, how can I get this game started conservatively, not turn the ball over, get the positive momentum, get that first hit out, and the first carry your running back sticks it on the floor. Defense recovers. That is not the start you drew up.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Takes the handoff. It's Shelton. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking downfield, it's right. Unloads it left. Got his man. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11.
This receiver is so dangerous out in space, and it's a nice job by the QB getting him the ball early on the curl route. And you see, once he has it, he's got some wiggle, he's got some shake, makes some defenders miss, and gets up the field.
It's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You get that sudden change where your defense just forced a turnover. Now you want to be aggressive, go get points, capitalize on the momentum, and you give the ball right back to the defense. Terrible job by this offense. Come on, you got to take advantage of those opportunities.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Taking the field now, the Blue Hens offense, and they'll start this drive. Ball security always paramount. That football must be riveted to your ribcage. Maybe a crease. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Graves. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
The Blue Hens have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Upstairs, he's got it. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
To the air on first down. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Blue Hens! And they strike first.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Bringing it back. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. A quick pass to the left. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Bulls have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Shelton. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last two plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The run inside. It's Shelton. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Dropping back, it's Wright. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic, picked off. Taking it the other way. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Got it behind the line. It's Silver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Back to pass. Lofts one high and deep. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Finds a man on the right. He's down short of the line to gain. It'll bring up a 4th down.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on 3rd and really long, making a play, not putting the ball in harm's way. But I love what the defense did, man. They understood where the sticks were, and they weren't letting their playmaker get behind there. They were going to come up, make a sure tackle, and force the 4th down. And now you can make the decision on what you want it to be, but I like the execution by the defense.
And he's not even close to the line to gain, and the defense makes the stop. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got a...
Shakes a man, and he might take off. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Wright. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Fires to the wideout. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
The Bulls will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Sends it back in motion. Headed outside. It's Silver. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And just some general sloppiness from the offense with a false start will back them up 5 at 2nd and long. Grabbed behind the line. It's Wilson. Oh, he's got some space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Off the boot, looking for his man. Extending the play. Slings it downfield. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Yeah, and you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Deal off one deep down the left side. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
After that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
And the Blue Hens will have it 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Silver. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Blue Hens back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Run in the red zone. It's Silver. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Pulls it and fires to the left. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
I mean, that's a really good response by this defense. They gave up some yards, they got in the red zone, but made a big play on third down. Now forcing the decision for this offense, but most importantly, playing great defense in the red zone.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now the lead is even bigger.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking for space. It's Shelton. Makes it past the marker. He's into the open down the middle. Past the 50. He's inside the 40. At the 20. To the house. Touchdown, Bulls!
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Got it down the field. Boy, he almost finished his half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. We're just about ready to start the second half. Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves. And the ball's out, and they're after it. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And the Bulls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Scanning the field, it's right. He rifles one deep down the right side. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head be spinning.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He'll throw it down. And into the end zone. He steps out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll try to finish it with a score from there. And the Blue Hens trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Going to the run, it's Silver. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. A run for the quarterback. Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as his defense is making it tough. After getting absolutely nowhere on second down, they'll try to get on third and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up fourth down as this defense makes a play.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on fourth and goal from the 1. Pushes for the goal line. Just hammering it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
I think most coaches on fourth and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big fourth down conversion.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The returner will field it and bring it back. He'll bring it out of the end zone. And the returner will be brought down.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Shelton.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Running to Green. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
From their own 23, it'll be first and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's right. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He's knocked down short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot. They're not able to come away with the completion.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Final stance of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to throw it again. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Delaware's offense takes the field to start this drive. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
I'll tell you, when this guy's in a rhythm, he never misses. And you've seen that in this game. Very, very accurate up to this point. That time, though, a little bit out of rhythm, and I think that's why he missed that throw.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. He'll try to get to the marker himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And how about that play call on third and long? Probably everybody thinking pass in the building. They run the option, and the QB makes the good read. Look, nobody's got me. Nobody takes me. I'll take it. I'll get the first down. Nice play call on third and long.
The run inside. It's Silver. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. The Bulls use their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Silver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
Wide receiver going in motion. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Swings it out to his running back. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and, of course, the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unleashes one deep. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware.
As quarterbacks, you want to find your best matchup in these critical fourth downs. They found it and took a shot, and it paid off. Huge touchdown.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO. Got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
With the catch, it's Andrews. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Bulls are facing 3rd and inches. Dropping back, it's Holmes. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Bulls getting set on 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. Here's a throw downfield late. Leaping grab for a big gain. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. He'll take a shot. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And they'll get him down after a solid return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He reached into his bag for that move, and it didn't get him loose at all.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Motion from the wideout. Might as well stick with him. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run, but now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking for room, it's Silver. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down.
Now, 4th down.
There's no real reason to panic if you think about it. When does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics. I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on, keep working on them, keep developing. Those things you do well, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistent.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. A live look at D.W. Reynolds Razorback Stadium. It's the Colorado Buffaloes and the Arkansas Razorbacks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
I caught up with the Buffaloes head coach before the game. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Razorbacks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Here's Lewis. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And after a nice gain, the runner just scoops out of bounds. Apparently, line number 1 on the game plan, attack now, immediately.
And this quarterback, he smelt it. He knew he had an opportunity. This is a guy who loves taking shots any chance he has. You saw it on that first play of the game.
Running inside, it's Welsh.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Well, it's first down. The defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Throwing, Lewis. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the catch. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got his man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, everybody knew this guy was going to get his touches coming into this game, considering he's one of the better receivers in the country. And to start it off, the offense was actually looking the other way. They were looking for other guys to make big plays, but finally they got the opportunity. They were able to find some space to get their best receiver the football. And guys, that's not going to be the last time. Defense has done a nice job taking it away from them up to this point. The question, though, can they keep it up?
The pull and throw off the RPO. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Second down coming up in this red zone opportunity. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Young. And he's in. Touchdown, Buffs.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk. And strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
He'll bring it out. It's Harrington. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Using his legs, it's Russell.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Run inside. It's Smith. Got a little grass. Still on his feet. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
The counterplay is a great play to mix in with your base concepts. Obviously, everybody flies to the football, bang. Now you pull a guy, you go backside, give him a little counter, keep the defense off balance.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Jackson gonna throw it. He's got his man, makes the grab. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Off play action on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Good, solid tackle.
And that's why, as a defense, you can stay in your base personnel because of that linebacker. You don't have to substitute DBs to take on these receivers out in space. This linebacker is quick, he's athletic, and he is outstanding tackling people in the open field.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run it. It's Russell. They've got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Hunt down Razorbacks. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he tacks on the extra point. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Offense is coming back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Here's Lewis to throw. Fakes to grab. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Now on first down from the 30. Running inside. It's Young. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. And the Buffaloes headed quickly to the line. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Trying to get through the noise, it's Lewis. It's caught downfield. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Buffaloes look to keep this drive humming. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Buffaloes with the 1st and 10. Lewis on the play action. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Lewis Looking to scramble. The throw. Got his man on the right. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Lewis to throw. Looking for the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Here's Lewis. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's got it on the run. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
And this is why, as a defense, man, you don't want to let the quarterback outside the pocket. Once he gets outside the pocket, now everybody else has to adjust, and some people have to leave coverage, and he goes and he starts going towards his right. Nice job by the receiver finding some space towards the sidelines. They get the completion and make the play.
And the Buffaloes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Colorado. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Harrington. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Jackson will throw. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
And I love the way the receiver works his route on this. He really sets the defender up. He sells like he's going one way, puts his foot in the ground, comes back to the football. Nice job execution.
Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Gonna take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
This will likely be the last play of the half. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Buffaloes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won their one-on-ones. The worst thing is you turn around after the play fake, and bam! That defender's right in your face.
Makes it grab right down the middle. He's loose down the middle. Inside the... And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
And man, that is exactly what you wanted to see from this offense to start the 3rd quarter. Like, the passing game, it just wasn't in sync. It wasn't where it needs to be. You dug yourself a little bit of hole, Palmer, but coming out like this, throwing, trusting your quarterback, putting a drive together, that's got to be a good sign.
And this is where the coaching staff really makes their money. When you can go in at halftime and switch things up and make the changes you need to make to your game plan to find that rhythm and get it established. That is such a great way, you're right, to start this thing. And now for this offense, it's about keeping it going and trying to stay one step ahead of the defense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Throwing, Lewis. Oh, he wants it all. They went for it all on 1st down, didn't but it gave the D something to think about.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
This has been a tight one. Third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Lewis wants to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple completions back-to-back-to-back, almost throws a pick.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Well, the offense is trying to throw for it in their own end on 3rd down, and quarterback receiver not.
Guys, look at this. Surprise, they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. It's Lewis again. Going for the big play. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Welch. There's some room. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
New running back, same result. It's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
And the Buffaloes are rolling down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Young. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
It'll be 3rd and long. On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Plucks it out of the air. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the 1st.
And the Buffaloes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make 1st downs. 1st and 15 here. The RPO, fire complete to the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. second down. To the air again, Lewis. Takes the easy one to the back. Runs through a tackle. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. They've got the screen set up, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
You know, this happens sometimes in football. You forget which direction you're going, and you got to be reminded you were going the wrong direction. Come on, man. We got to catch that thing. We got to get north-south and go make a play, get closer to the end zone, not start dancing and going the wrong way.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it could go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone to prevent that big touchdown.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. He's got it and still on his feet.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the 1st down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the 1st down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
They've already converted one 4th down on this drive, but this the defining one. 4th and goal. It's Lewis again. He wants it all. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And that one will give him the lead.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches and the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Off the play fake on 1st down. He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it inside the 30. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So 1st down will open up the final period. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity.
Play action does so many things. When you run the football and have success, it slows everybody down. Not just the linebackers and the safeties and make them come up, but the defensive line, they're thinking run as well, slows down the pass rush, gives me a little bit more time to develop routes and make it really easy on my quarterback.
And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the 1.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run the counter. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they take it in for 6 more points. The Razorbacks answer with a score of their own.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
The extra point here would tie the game. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. How about this? These guys are going for 2. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
I like the decision right there. You're winning by 1. You're trying to go for 2 to make this a field goal game. Even if you kick the extra point, the other team kicks a field goal and they still got the lead. That was the right decision. Just couldn't execute it.
A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Now the offense will try to run out the clock with the lead. The give and tick, 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 tick. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
The Buffaloes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Right back to him on the ground. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking for room. It's Young. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
I think the biggest thing you're probably disappointed in on offense is your lack of success running the football. And they've tried to give this guy the ball a few times in this game. Here we are in the fourth quarter. Still not a lot to show for it. Game really close in this juncture. And you just wonder how many more times are they going to give him a try handing the ball off.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. The run inside. It's Young. And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there. Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And he hadn't had a big day on the ground, but that was a carry they needed for this offense. They needed to extend this drive. Nice job on third down, executing, running the football. Now they got to go a little bit faster, get down this field, and get a score on the board.
And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Here's Lewis to throw. Right on the money. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Trying to run, it's Young. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Razorbacks take their first time out. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll try it again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Buffs! The Buffaloes leap back on top.
That is how it's done. Great job by this offense. And because of the score and the time, you kick the extra point because you're going to make them go down the field, have to score, and get a 2-point conversion to tie this football game. Great drive by this offense.
And he splits the uprights and